look, I'm sorry for leaving last night. You know, drinking and music, it's just not for me. You reckon? Did she? Oh, I guess I just must have missed the signs then. Yeah, maybe next time. She was a nice girl. Did you pick up the props that I ordered yesterday? Okay, yeah. Brilliant. I've got some spare clothes. I'll see if I can pack them up for you. Rehearsal's on Monday, isn't it?
Are the cast happy with everything? Good, then that means tomorrow we'll need to pick up the piano. Holy shit.
Hello, Jason.
Yeah, mate, sorry. Yeah, everything's okay. Can I call you back? Cheers, thanks. Mary, I
know.
suppose you should come in.
So, how'd you find the place?
Dave told me where you were living.
That's nice of him.
Got the impression you two don't talk much anymore.
No, not really. Look, can I get you anything to drink? Tea, coffee?
Water, if that's all right.
Sure thing.
It's a shame, you know. You two were always quite close.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've been gone a while. Things change.
Thank you. So what are you doing these days?
I moved away from directing in the end. I'm back in the theatre. I'm a stage manager now.
Good to hear you're still in the industry.
Yeah.
How did the film go in the end?
Come on, Mary. You must have seen the reviews.
Couldn't find many reviews for it, actually. The ones I did find seemed a little blunt.
Yeah, well, I think we both know how critics can be. What about you? What are you up to?
I'm a manager at a restaurant.
Oh, is that any good?
Yeah, I mean, I never thought I would just buy a place and settle down, but it's good to feel a level of normality.
Suppose that's where all the rest of the money went, huh?
I know, it's a little boring.
Do you remember that place in LA we were going to get? All the grand plans we had?
That was you who wanted that place in LA, not me.
Why did you come back, Mary?
I don't know, I was in town, didn't know when I'd be back, so I thought, why not?
I mean, where are you going?
I met a guy. I'm moving in with him in Bristol.
Right. Okay. It's good.
You don't have to pretend to be happy about it.
So what, did you come over to invite me to the wedding ceremony?
I just needed to see you one last time. I didn't like how things ended.
Well, you know, neither did I.
I'm sorry about leaving the way I did. And for the money. It's a shitty thing to do.
Thank you. You know, I know we grew distant towards the end of our relationship. To be honest, I'm actually not surprised that you left, but to leave without a word? I mean, not even a note.
I know. I shouldn't have done that. But at the time I just felt like I had nothing else that I could do.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I felt trapped.
You felt trapped?
Yeah.
What, how did you feel trapped?
I felt like I had no control over my life. You were spending all your time and money on the film.
Well, you didn't say anything.
I tried.
When?
Multiple times. You just never listened.
Okay, right. Whatever you say. Shit.
Alright, I know that what I did was shitty, but I'm not going to stand here and pretend like you're blameless in this. You shut me out, Jason. We never talked. We never had sex. You barely even looked at me.
Mary, I was busy 12 hours a day. When this started, I told you what to expect. I told you it was going to be intense.
Yeah, but I didn't expect you to pretend like I never existed.
That money just fell into our laps for as long as I can remember. All I wanted to do was make a film. I would have been stupid not to use it.
And did you ever stop to think about what I wanted to do?
And what would that have been, Mary? Running a restaurant? I mean, come on. You always lacked creativity. Maybe if you'd supported me, or better yet, gotten involved, you would have seen what I was trying to do.
What are you talking about? All I ever did was support you. I moved cities. I turned down that placement in Leeds just so I could be here with you.
Don't pretend that that's a bad thing now. You want to go back to being a waitress and living in that crappy London apartment that much?
Yes, Jason. I had family there. And I barely saw them because I was stuck with you.
You told me that you wanted to get away from your family.
I never told you that. You just created these fantasies in your head.
You told me that you were being suffocated by your mum and that your brother just up and left you.
I may have mentioned that once. Doesn't mean I wanted to completely cut myself off from them.
You were free to leave whenever you liked. God, you make it sound as though you were some sort of prisoner.
Before you took that money, you promised we could do whatever we wanted. But instead, you just use it all on yourself.
Firstly, we took that money. And secondly, I was trying to do something to help better our future.
You think Adam would agree?
Oh, okay. Using that against me now, are you?
He was your friend, Jason.
You are the last person I needed to hear this from. Did you just come back to rub dirt in my face?
No, actually. I came back here to apologise. And I thought, after all this time, you might have changed, or at least reflected on what has happened. But no, you've just been sat here, wrapped up in your selfish little narrative. It's pathetic.
What's pathetic is not talking to me about anything, and instead running away in the middle of the night like some fucking rat. Tell me, does your boyfriend know what you did? How you came across all that money?
Yeah, he does actually. And you know what? He agrees with what I did. You were putting me through hell.
Oh, okay. Hell now, was it? I bet you really made it sound as though you were the victim.
I was miserable. I was stuck at home the whole time. I had no social life, whilst you were out stroking your ego and getting all of the attention.
No, you just chose not to go out. Didn't have to be that way. You just made yourself sad so you could bitch and you could complain because somehow that's more gratifying to you than actually being happy.
What? I can't believe how I ever stayed with you for as long as I did. The more I think about our relationship, Jason, the more I realise how you just kept me around so I could validate your stupid little project.
At least I was doing something to help better our future. What were you doing? Half the time I got home and you were passed out on the sofa.
I only drank because I was stuck with you.
Oh, you miserable little leech. You just take and you complain and you drained everything that we had.
You manipulated me throughout our entire relationship.
Oh, okay, sure. You just go ahead and tell yourself that. Just so it makes you feel better. Because that's why you came here, isn't it? That's why you turned up at my door. Because you're a good person. Because you wanted to clear your conscience. Well, I'm sorry, Mary, but I have to remind you of how much of a shitty fucking person you are.
At least I'm not so wrapped up in my own narcissistic mindset that I can actually admit that what I did was wrong. You can't even start to compare the things we've done.
What is that supposed to mean?
You know what it means.
Don't give me that bullshit. You were the one who walked out on everything, not me.
You murdered Adam.
Right. Okay. What, did you conscience only just catch up to you then?
I've always regretted it.
You know why I had to do it?
You said you were going to steal his money. You never said you were going to kill him.
That money was going to change our lives.
You killed him and took the money just so you could fund that fucking film. And you somehow convinced me it was the right thing to do.
Don't pretend that you only feel bad about this now. You could have gone to the police. You could have turned me in. But you took the money. Same as me. So don't stand there and say that you've got some higher moral ground than me. That you can judge me or something. Your hands are just as dirty as mine.
I didn't say anything because I was scared of you, Jason. After what happened, you changed. You became unpredictable. I felt that I could barely breathe around you because I didn't know what would have happened if I did.
So I want to hurt you. Look, I know what I did was wrong. Sometimes I can still see him, you know. I've stood over him. I've got blood on my hands. I've got so much blood. I just thought it was my price to pay. That it would all work out in the end. I didn't think it would change me so much. I never should have put you in that position, Mary. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. So what happens now?
I don't know. I didn't think you'd ever come back.
So, I guess this is it.
I guess it is. Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, Jason.
Hey, Mary. I hope he treats you well. You deserve that.
Thanks. Yeah, I got it. No, he said everything he needed to. And you sure this will get me off? All right, I'll come into the station.